Yes, the search for Shangri-La begins here.
在城市里边的人想冲出去，在城外的人想冲进来。婚姻也罢，生活也罢，事业也罢，人的一生大都如此。
In searching for Shangri-La, I must leave the city. Or maybe I don't need to leave the city to enter another realm.
我是在城市里长大的，从小都是在城市里长大，而且我都是喜欢城市。
自己啊是一个非常极度不喜欢城市的人。
对。
你看我来到北京，
我不喜欢任何一个城市，我不是说不喜欢北京。
是比沈阳我的家乡、我的出生地更大的一个城市。然后我又这2年又来往于纽约，
不喜欢纽约
和北京。
我也去过北京，也去过很多地方。
我是只要是城市，我就不会喜欢。
我都是一直向往城市的。我已经学会在城市里边怎么样去
生活，
怎么样保持自己的心态。
其实有的时候，我想我特别羡慕那些完全个人能完成的一些艺术家。
对，
你比如说像画家，
因为我在这里可以找到我内心深处最好的东西。我叫昂桑，我是个藏族画家。在很多大都市里，很多东西都已经被破坏了，看不到了。在拉萨，在西藏，现在还是一片净土，还可以看到很多原始的。很多宗教，很多西藏的那种原始文化，很多喀巴人从很远很远的，甚至是上千公里啊，到拉萨来朝佛。他是磕那个长头，磕一步走一步，磕一步走一步，一直磕到拉萨来啊！你想想，当时那种感觉给我印象非常深。完了，朝圣对那个藏族本身来说是一种很神圣的事情。因为他一辈子很远的地方到拉萨，他只能来一次。完了，他来了一次到大昭寺朝了佛以后，他就回去了。有些到拉萨达到了他的那种境界以后，他就在大昭寺就圆寂。
从历史角度来讲，大昭寺的作用，因为它是最早修建的佛教建筑物。
对，
我相信它是香格里拉它的这个基地。然后往四面八方的青藏高原长了很多枝，而且现在的枝已经不仅仅是西藏，
对，
还有很多内地的 喇嘛庙，还有蒙古草原，还有现在的西京、不丹、尼泊尔那边有很多藏传佛教，相信它的枝将来更茂，而且导到整个世界。
The temple is surrounded by brass prayer wheels, which Nimat Syrian explained have prayers tucked inside. So if you turn the wheel, it's the same as saying the prayer. You can turn them clockwise, but not counterclockwise. Clocks cannot be turned backwards. In the whirling of wheels, I was searching for Shangri-la.
所以呢，如果你这样转的话，它的那个就倒了，就不可能从这边念，这个意义就倒了嘛。所以你必须是顺时针转，所以就形成了顺时针转的这个传统。它不是说佛教的真正的东西，它只是一种讲究。为什么要这样转呢？因为我们很多里边有很多这个手转的这种大的转经筒，
对，
里面装的经书都是从这边捐起来的，这个纸是这样捐起来的嘛。
对，
所以这只能从这样念，你不能这样念。
对，
所以必须是这样转，所以它就成了一个传统，就是顺时针转，而且这个非常有意思。
对，
边心里边有想佛，那么佛是大慈大悲的，都是为别人去折服的一个精神，一种好高的境界榜样。
对，
那么你又念他的名字的同时，把他的很多不可能把他的全部的这个优点想不起来，但是最起码想到不能骗人，不能杀人，这样的话就是离佛越来越远。如果帮助别人解决一个困难、两个困难，离佛越来越近。所以边念的同时边想，所以我们说的 meditation 不一定坐着这样 meditation，
对，
边走边想这个佛的好的东西。人类坏的东西是痛苦的根源，好的东西是幸福的根源，这是佛讲的嘛。那所以边念边走，这样的话，一个是心很平静，
对，
上着你在生活中现在有很多压力嘛，
是
外边的冲击大，
对，
你要为了生活要帮忙跑啊等等的
对
很多东西。同时呢，心烦的时候呢，回到这个里边，马上开始想佛，开始念的时候，这个刚才那个烦恼的鬼就没有了，消失了。所以我觉得这样跟很多比较普及的人带来了很多的宁静和安详，所以它也是每天生活中的一种身体也很好，这个气啊很多东西血管，
对，
同时要心把坏的东西因为到了寺院，大家都有一个好的东西，都是把坏的东西又抛开，都回到一个纯净的东西，就是刚才我们所说的，把香格里拉就寻找它。
首先，您的这个想法非常好。想法非常好，完了，我觉得你应该了解很多藏族的一些文化，完了他的一些宗教。
我是说佛门弟子，如果我把这个话说错了，大家可以理解。
一个画家也好，一个人也好，你首先要学会做人。
佛教说，真正的幸福就是知足，
因为你做人的根本是一个善，
就是说我现在已经行了，够了。
宗教也是这样，
知足常乐，
以善为本。
藏传佛教它有个缺点就是吃肉。虽然它是佛教里面不允许的，但是由于我们这个环境，当时这个青藏高原是个高原，缺寒，而且是摇木为生的一个民族啊。是，虽然杀生是有罪的，但是由于人这个东西很珍贵啊，为了它的生存，你允许杀一点点的小那个生命去维持它，最后你可以去报答它。吃的他的生命，把你的生命维持下来，你好好去研究，好好去学，而且将来就是为他谋更大的福啊。
对。
但是很可惜，今天不是这样。今天为了你这个跨国公司一个或者两个，为了你自己的大名义或者什么东西，他虽然知道将来这样横行霸道的去发展的话，对这个宇宙这个环境不利，他自己知道。
对。
但是他自己由于欲望太膨胀了，如果我不干的话，那么他的公司肯定有干。他们就竞争，所以我觉得这个竞争就是把我们的母亲大地、母亲自然，就是去毁灭它竞争。这个到时候包括他自己在内的，还有所有的生命得到的东西就是越来越少。
所以我们画家的责任呢，也是一种通过自己的绘画形式，让更多的人知道环境的重要，大自然的重要。
我们的子孙后代永远要生活就是这个家园，没有其他地方。我们科技再发展，我不相信搬到月球上去，也不相信搬到太阳上去。我们人类和我们生命最理想的家园就是地球，再也没有其他地
方。August is China's hottest month of the year, but the space outside Lhasa air is cold and thin. In thin air, I searched for my friend's teacher, Rinpoche, the living Buddha. This would require turning off the mobile phone, not making any more calls, and listening to the chanting of monks without interruption. Imagine calming one's mind and listening to monks for a few minutes without interruption, even without a mobile phone. It seemed so simple, yet so difficult. I had to imagine. So I stared at the steam rising from a cup of yak butter tea, dreamed of becoming a nomad, and smelled the smell of yak.
你们是藏族对不对？是什么藏族？不是嘎巴。
Yak, great bison with a water buffalo's head.
牦牛本身就是那个西藏藏族人的象征，
Shaggy fur, long mane, composure of a horse.
它是一种勤劳、勇敢的象征。
Basic element of sustenance for Tibetan people.
所以我的画里面也体现了一些这种东西。
They drink yak's milk and yak butter tea, eat yak yogurt and yak milk cheese.
And now this is the winner of the festival today, right?
This is my yak, hallucination of kaleidoscope colors.
Did he raise this yak from a child? Did he raise it as a baby?
The yak is always with my family.
From baby.
He is part of our family.
Okay, and when I hear today the sound of the bell ringing, all the time the bell, it's a very pretty, beautiful sound. How do they feel when they hear the sound of the bell ringing? To them, what does it sound like?
The bells are for protection. They are antique. Their chime is sweet. They have been passed down in our family from generation to generation to generation. So when we hear the sound of the bells, we hear the same sound our father heard, our grandfather before him, and our great-grandfather before him. Can you understand the chime of yak bells? Yaks and nomads will come and go. Bells remain. Their chime can still be heard.
And then in the tail of the yak, there's many colored, like cloth flower. Why the different colors?
Sky, fire, the wood, earth,
the metal, the gold,
water.
water.
5 elements of the 5 colors.
It's the elements of Chinese 5 elements. It's such a struggle for us to go back to nature. Life has to be in search for the real essence of things, even simple things, where tea comes from, you know, how water is transcended into our cup, how paper comes from trees. Everything has the original home and soul and seed. So I think basically designing, thinking that, oh, just because promotion says this comes from here, the West now is doing all these ethnic things, it comes from there. It's very shallow because it's just this moment is done that way. But if you go back to a long time ago, a lot of things come from China, a lot of things.
Flora Chunglin, one of my very best friends, once told me when she
I was
was
young, I was always told, oh, you must be very capable because you are going to be somebody. So I learned mental, physical.
She went to the Royal Ballet, She became a dance choreographer, fashion designer, fashion diva, famous design, brand, label, and image in up-end shopping malls. But Flora had been drawing upon the traditional Chinese 5 elements in her own search for Shangri-La.
Shangri-La to me is a place beyond a place. It's a long, long road beyond that. $5,000-year history in China. Tibet.
The Tibetans pray to nature. A mani dui is made of stones piled on top of each other, covered with prayer flags at different centers of energy. A yak skull is placed upon the stones. You may try and have a conversation with the yak skull. Dialogue may be difficult. He will laugh at you and the eagles will fly away in distress. At this point, you will become acutely aware that there is no heaven above, no hell below, nothing behind, and nothing in front. By thinking you had reached the end of the road, it is only a point of departure from the beginning of where you have been. Now your senses are clear. There is only one direction.
I think that is a funny sentence, because when I first saw this movie, Shangri-La, The Lost Horizon, oh, such a beautiful movie. Thousands of years and you're still living and you're pretty and you're nice and you're happy. I think sometimes heaven is like that, but then I was brought up to think heaven and hell. But I think it's not. It's quite lateral. When I go there, I think In Search of Shangri-La is beyond looking for Shangri-La. When you close your eyes, you can think about it however you want it, and that's my Shangri-La. It's your security of your energy, your soul, your security of your balance, that without anything on earth, you are at the happiest state of mind.
I have watched you decompose. I have seen eagles pick at your sightless eyes and ants suck marrow from your bones. I have wandered to lost eyries where eagles die, only to find a talon and a few feathers rotting in the sun. And there, in evetide stillness, I watched my shadow linger, stretch, and dissolve into the night, where motionless upon a distant land, time ceased to be measured, and all but the sky was soon forgotten.